Hello everyone and welcome to an update, because I had no idea what else to call this when I was writing the script. So, update part 1. This Friday's video will actually be my last video before I upload my Christmas special on Christmas Day, obviously, and then my next video in the new year will be on January 12th. The reason for this is so that in the run-up to Christmas Day I can focus on not only getting my Christmas special video finished, but also, if you've seen my more recent community updates, working on finishing my first teaser trailer for my Mission to the Unknown figure animation, which will publicly premiere as part of my Christmas special. And I'm also working on my audio series Christmas special, which we'll come back to in a moment, but also because obviously I have my own personal / family commitments at this time. So with the exception of Christmas Day and the following separate videos on Boxing Day, you won't see any videos from me for about a month, but normal service will be resumed in the new year. Which brings me on to update part 2 and the main thrust of this video, my audio series. Last week I uploaded the final part to the Nowhere Man, and as some of you may know who listen to it, that brings to a close the end of series 1 of my audio series. When I uploaded the first part of the first episode of series 1 back in 2015, my plan was to have 4 episodes plus a Christmas special that would air over the course of the year, with the Christmas special closing it off at the end of 2015. Well, here we are, 3.5 years later, with the story coming to a close with 5 episodes, 1 Christmas special, and additional short trips, and a partridge in a pear tree. Sorry. Whilst I am very pleased with my series, suffice to say things didn't quite turn out as planned. But in many ways that's a good thing, because in making my series I have learnt a lot. And whilst there is still vast room for improvement in terms of production, those of you who listen to it will be glad to know that these improvements will be coming very soon with the commencement of Series 2. Now obviously I don't want to give away too many spoilers, so here's what I can tell you about Series 2 so far. So let's start with when it will air. Well, I'm happy to say that this year's Christmas special will actually kick off Series 2 and see not only the return of the Daleks and Nell, but it will actually be a prequel to my Series 1 and feature my previous Doctor in his final adventure before his regeneration into my Doctor at the start of Series 1. After that, the first proper episode 1 of Series 2 will air in the new year, probably around early to mid-March, and will feature the return of the Master, but also the resolution to Nell's story. As for the rest of Series 2, well again, I don't want to give you too many spoilers, but I will say that Series 2 will be very Dalek-centric and will feature the first full appearance of Davros after his teaser at the end of the final part of Exodus of the Daleks. Now my plan for Series 2 is to have 5 episodes spread out over the course of the year. However, unlike Series 1, there will be no multiple parts. Each episode will be a single, standalone story. I'm sure many of you will be happy about this, and to be perfectly honest, so am I. When I first started my series, the idea of splitting up the episodes into 3 parts was because, as I had very little idea of what I was actually doing at the time, it gave me more time to get to grips with what I was doing and the software I was using, but also putting out episodes in a regular time frame. Or at least that was the plan. Obviously, things didn't work out, and as I said earlier, a series that was supposed to air over the course of the year, in fact, took 3.5 years to air. But as I also said earlier, it's not a bad thing, because it has given me more time to get to grips with the software and get an idea of how to make a series, and it means I now feel far more confident than I did at the beginning at producing one full story rather than splitting it up into several parts. Plus, by doing full stories and separating them out over the course of a year, it does mean that it gives me more time to make them, but also ensure that the quality continues to improve. That being said, however, it won't be the end to multiple parts to a story, because I do love a good cliffhanger. But the last thing I would want is for one story to end on a cliffhanger and then people having to wait months for it to be resolved in the next story. So with that in mind, what I plan to do is perhaps separate a story into 2 parts, with one part airing on a Friday as my Doctor Who video, and then the second part airing on the Saturday when I don't have a customs video up, meaning that people only have to wait overnight to hear the resolution of the story. This means I will be able to have a good cliffhanger but won't leave people waiting too long for the resolve. And lastly, whilst I said there would only be 5 episodes per series separated out over the course of the year, I did have a lot of fun making my little short trips Trouble to the TARDIS story, and so ideally I would like to include at least 2 of those in future series. So whilst people are waiting for the next full cast episode, it still gives me the opportunity to update the series, but also gives me the opportunity to invite some guest narrators to narrate the short trips themselves. However, I will say at this point that I am not looking for any guest narrators or voices. If I am ever in need of them, I will hold an open casting call for which people can audition to. But that more or less brings to a close this video. As I said, be sure to tune in on Friday for another new Doctor Who video, but after that, the next time you'll see me will be Christmas Day. Unless you're a subscriber to my Patreon, in which case be sure to tune in to my Patreon on the 18th of December, as you will be getting early access to not just my Mission to the Unknown teaser trailer, but also the exclusive colour version featuring additional previews. But as for the rest of you, as always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, it really really helps me out a lot. And be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon. I'm doing my very first figure animation and you can get involved. There is exclusive content and rewards for those who do so, and funding my Patreon in any way gets your name at the end of my videos. And also, if you want to see the teaser trailer for the Mission to the Unknown early, and also see the exclusive colour version with extra preview shots featuring the First Doctor and companions, be sure to subscribe to my Patreon. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.